Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Jeffrey Lazarus, and welcome back to Multiplayer Mondays. As you can see, we are playing Magic the Gathering 2013 again because of my own personal time constraints. Had a ton of issues trying to record this for you guys today, so I hope you can appreciate the, I won't really say hardships I've went through. That makes it sound way more dramatic than it is, but just lots of connection errors and things of that nature. So, once again, we are playing the blue deck again. Claustrophobia, Staff of the Mind Magus, Chronozoa. Chronozoa is really nice if you can keep it on the field, but I don't really have any other cards to keep it out. We'll go ahead and take the hand and see what we can work with. Now, this guy, Mage of Jade, but he is using a deck with black. Black something. I wonder what it could possibly be. So, just so I can have some kind of defense if he throws a creature, we're going to go ahead and use Veiled Sentry here. Now, I'm still not really liking this hand too much, but we'll see how this plays out. Black-blue deck. So this is Masks of Dimir. There's the Dimir Guildmage. God, I hate that card. You need to die. Now, if I use Claustrophobia... Oh, bollocks. Do I want to attack? No, I don't want to attack. Claustrophobia taps the creature, but that will not keep him from using his abilities. So we're going to have to find another way to deal with that. There is Divination. That'll give him 2-card draw. Now, could be considered both an upside and a downside. I have way more cards in my deck than he does, which means I can straight outlast him, assuming I can mitigate damage. The problem with that is that it's also going to be more difficult for me to draw the cards I actually need. So Claustrophobia is not really going to help me against that, so we'll play a Staff of the Mind Magus. And then if worse comes to worse, hopefully we'll be able to cancel one of his spells. I don't want to attack yet because I don't really have anything else to get out there. Also, out of lands in my hand. And he's still pulling lands, which this does not bode well. Okay, he's going to make me, what, discard a card? Yes, he is. Of everything I can discard, what costs the most? Probably Disorient. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Disorient. It's a decent card if you're trying to keep something from dealing direct damage. Like, if you're being attacked and you want to block with something but you don't want to lose the creature, you can use Disorient. That way it can't do any damage and you can still damage his creature, but... Oh, bollocks. So I drew an Aether Figment. And if you watched the last video, you know I would really rather put this out kicked. Oh. Alright, well... Let's, you know what, let's just hang on to what we have here, because we still may be able to throw a counter spell. I'm not going to attack, because I don't want to lose my one creature and then be forced to play my Aether Figment to keep myself in the game, keep something on the battlefield. Because if I don't have anything on the battlefield, then it could be very easy for him to steamroll me. What is that? Dire Undercurrents. God. Can I read the card, please, game? Thank you. Son of a... Whenever a blue creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may have target player draw a card. Oh, okay. That's card draw. That's not that bad. Alright, we got a Phantasmal Bear. Now, I may be okay with going ahead and possibly attacking him. Still not going to throw the Aether Figment. I would like to get 2 more lands out before I do that. Now, he can either take 2 damage... or he can block. He doesn't have anything in his hand he can play because he has no untapped lands. And he's just going to eat the 2 damage. That's perfectly fine by me. There's either that or he blocks and we both lose our creatures, but that leaves him with nothing on the field. So, also that Dimir Guildmage can be pretty devastating. God bless it. Vengeful Vampire flying Undying. He's going to make me discard... Okay, well, we'll discard Cancel, unfortunately. I didn't really want to get rid of anything, but that's probably the least useful out of everything that's sitting in my hand. So we can throw the Gossamer Phantasm, but alternatively, we can Claustrophobia his Vampire, and now that card will remain tapped unless he has some way to remove the enchantment from it. Which makes it so that we can still attack. Now, I'm still just going to attack with the one creature. He can't block with the Vampire now since I've tapped it, so once again, he either takes the damage or loses his Guild Mage. Unfortunately, every time he plays a creature, he's either going to get a card draw or I'm going to have to discard. Oh, and he's got another Vampire, so... And he played Terramorphic Expanse, and there goes Dire Undercurrent, so he's going to make me discard something else. Alright, that is fine. We don't have enough lands for me to play Aether Figment the way I want to. I don't have enough lands for Chronozoa, but I can have that in one more turn, and then I just have to keep those alive, and I can build an army. So, we'll get rid of Aether Figment, because I want to Claustrophobia that other Vampire. That should keep him from being able to do too much damage to me. Oh, I drew Phantom Warrior. Okay. Phantom Warrior is an unblockable. That makes me happy. First things first, though. Claustrophobia his other Vampire. This dude is probably not too happy with me right now, but that's fine. You can deal with Claustrophobia on your Vampires, which is kind of strange. I don't know how Claustrophobia would actually affect a Vampire. Just thinking about that in the context of, you know, vampires sleep in coffins and so on and so forth. But hey, it's magic, it's a spell, it works, and it's keeping me from getting too terribly murdered just yet. Now, if he makes me discard again... Oh, what is... Oh, God. He's making himself... What? Okay. Interesting. Well, Gossamer Phantasm, Phantom Warrior is unblockable. That's a 2/1. Those are 3/3. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to ditch the Phantasm. Probably not the best play because he does have that 4/4 flying and I don't have any way to deal with it just yet. I'm really hoping I draw a land here. And now waiting to see what else he's going to do. He does still have 3 cards in his hand. He does still have 4 untapped lands. Oh. Evil Twin. And there goes Dire Undercurrents again, so... Yep. 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 That is a nasty combination. Alright. Shoot. I can play Phantom Warrior this turn, or I can bank everything on the fact that I'll get a card so that I can play Chronozoa next turn. In reality, as much as I hate to do it, we're going to discard Chronozoa because I can at least get Phantom Warrior out and keep poking away at him. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to do 8 damage a turn once he starts attacking. So hopefully I get something... Oh, that's not really... That's not really terribly helpful right now. Alright. Well, we will, I suppose, play Phantom Warrior. And we're going to be running on no mana here, so we're basically... I'm not going to attack because his 4/4s can easily block me. Although I can start attacking again on next turn with the Phantom Warrior, but... What I'm really worried about here is if on the next turn I can play... Oh, what is... Oh, what are you making me do? Oh, great. Oh, and there goes my Dream Fracture into exile. Fantastic. This has been kind of the theme for the day, is me just losing to everybody. But, you know, things happen. So now here comes the attack with the 4/4. Not much I can do about that. The other 4/4, I do still have the life lead for the time being, although that's going to disappear very quickly at the rate that this is moving. Surveilling Sprite. Yeah. So he's effectively playing this... He's effectively playing his deck, and he's really got the card draw that he needed to be able to do exactly what he's doing. Now, this will throw out Gossamer Phantasm. There's not much else I can do that at least gives me a health back. It gives me one flying blocker. So we're just going to poke at him with the Phantom Warrior, and we're just going to hope and pray that we can get something really effective in the next turn. Unfortunately, we only have the 3 land cards, so anything we get is probably going to be too weak to really be all that helpful. We do have him down to 8 health, unless he finds some way to get rid of the Phantom Warrior. God bless it. Oh. Well, I can't discard a card, so that's fine. Whatever. What is that? Oh. Best not to keep anything in my hand, then. With Mind Leech Mass out there. So here he comes with his 2/4/4s again. I can, at the very least... Well, why am I on the graveyard? No. I don't... Hold on. I've lost my cursor. There we are. At the very least... Oh, that's going to life drain him, though. Interesting. At the very least... Oh, that's not helpful. Don't get me wrong. That's a fantastic card. Not really helpful. So we're just going to poke at him again with the Phantom Warrior, and... yeah, we're probably going to be dead in about 2 turns. So there goes the 2 damage off of that. The only conceivable way to come out of this alive is if somehow... Can I boost the Phantom Warrior in any way? I mean, I know I can't normally, but... Okay, if I can drop some sort of spell on the Phantom Warrior that will make it +2/+2. I don't know that I have anything in my deck that will actually do that, unfortunately. Especially not for 3 mana. Oh, jeez, more Guild Mages. If I could somehow boost that Phantom Warrior... Yeah, I'll discard that, it's fine. I can't do anything with it anyway. That's really my only way out of this, is if somehow I can get that Phantom Warrior up to 4/4, because then I can hit him with that one shot. There's nothing he can do about it. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that is going to be much of an option at this point. So we're just waiting for him to finish making his moves. Another Guild Mage, that's great. Thank you, buddy. Keep throwing those out there. So, at the very least... Well, he'll probably do at least 9 damage on this turn, I would guess. Oh, jeez. Look, man, you know I don't have anything in my hand. Is this really all that necessary? I would do the same thing, so... But... I'm going to guess I'm probably going to take 9 damage this turn. That'll bring me down to 4. Unless I get spectacular card draw and manage to pull out like exactly the one card that could save me, and I don't even know what that would be. Why are you attacking with your Guild Mage? You confuse me, friend. Because, I mean, I'll kill your Guild Mage. I don't care. Yeah, that thing can die. At least I think that's the Guild Mage. I hope it is, otherwise this might be an issue. Yeah, it's the Guild Mage. Why did he attack with that? He wanted to get the extra 2 damage. He thought I'd just, you know, roll over and die for him. Not so, my friend. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he... Yeah, no, this is over. I was just thinking, oh, he'll bleed out 2 damage because of his flying vampire creatures. Unfortunately, he can also destroy those creatures, so... Literally, my only chance is to go with an all-out attack and hope that he doesn't block it, which he will, because he has 3 blockers out. That's why he played the 3/2/2s. He'll bleed 1 damage at the beginning of the next turn, and then he will kill me. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack with all, because there's nothing I can really do here, unfortunately. And it looks like we're actually going to lose this one. Yep. See, there's the block. That'll kill his Guild Mage, as well as my Phantasmal Bear. My Warrior will get 2 damage through. As I said, here he will bleed 1 damage off of the Vampire, because he was smart enough to get the other one off the field. And then he's just going straight to the combat phase, and you really didn't have to hit me with everything, buddy. Come on. Well, just as a matter of pride, I'm going to kill something. So there we go. And that's going to be game, folks. As you can see, I didn't really get the land draw that I needed, unfortunately. I didn't really get the card... Well, no, basically just the land draw. And unfortunately, he managed to get everything he needed to just basically wreck my hand and keep me from being able to get much out onto the battlefield, unfortunately. But, well played, gentlemen. Well played, sir. Mr. Pimpkin516. That was an excellent match played on his part, and I wish him all the best. So, that will be the end of this episode, and hopefully next week we will move away from Magic to something a little more visceral and visually interesting, but for now, I have been your host, Jeffrey Lazarus, and thank you for watching.